What's going on, guys? My name is Kevin Griffith and this is the Holler Barbecue. As you just saw, I got the pit barrel fired up ready to smoke some ribs. Today we're going to do a little bit of a twist. I'm going to take some of that Nashville hot seasoning, put it in our barbecue sauce. Let's make some spicy ribs. So sit right there and let's get to cooking. Alright, for our ribs today, of course you know I went to Costco. This is Swift Premium. They're about $3.50 a pound. You can't see this very good, but it came out to like $27.50 something. So we're going to go ahead and take the membrane off the back. Not much else to do to these things, so they come usually pretty good. Once the membrane's off, I did take a little bit of fat off the top. That's about it. And for our seasoning, before we put on our Nashville Hot, this is the equal mixture of salt and pepper. This is a 50-50 mixture. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm not going to put any salt or pepper into our Nashville Hot, even though the Nashville Hot seasoning calls for it. I want it on there now so that it can be soaking up and then it'll cook on there. Don't forget to get both sides really good. Now when you're hanging them in the pit barrel, we're just using the regular hooks that they come with, that the pit barrel comes with. You want to go to about the second bone. That's a good spot to hook them. That way they hold really good. So just go ahead and put your hook right in the second, right between the second and third bone. The pit barrel's been running for about 20 minutes now, so it's ready to go. I'm using just straight pecan and one little piece of hickory that I throw in later that you didn't see. Just going to go ahead and put these in. We're looking for about just a little bit over a 3-hour cook. So remember, the pit barrel runs between 275 and 310. Mine average is usually about 275 to 280 is about where mine runs. I'm going to go ahead and start a timer just so we can see at the end exactly how long we were going for. Alright, let's make our Nashville Hot sauce. So we're going to use barbecue sauce instead of the butter that's in the original one. So this is Kinder mild barbecue sauce. We're using half a cup. And this is basically the same exact recipe that when I did the Nashville Hot chicken wings, but I'm switching out the butter for barbecue sauce. And this is 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder and paprika. Just go ahead and stir that up really good. It's going to be really thick. It got a lot thicker than I was really wanting. So I do add a little bit of apple juice. And then we're going to go ahead and get it on the stove and basically let it warm up a little bit. You don't need to do it long. Once it starts bubbling, just like 3 or 4 minutes. Go ahead and take a look at them. It's been an hour now, so let's check them out. And they're starting to get a nice little color on them. Nowhere near ready yet, but looking good, looking good. put them back and we'll let them continue cooking. It's now been about 2 hours, 19 minutes. Let's give them a look real quick, just see what they look like. Go ahead and pull this one up this time. You can see we're starting to get that really good mahogany color now. They're not that far off from being done. I would say maybe another 45 minutes to an hour and we're gonna be done. Yeah, that's what's so great about this pit barrel is you don't really have to do much. You don't have to tend the fire or anything like that. You just get it going, set them in there and let it go. I don't even really have to be even opening this up, I'm doing it just to show you guys. All right, I'll see you about when they're done. All right, guys, so we're right at the 3 hour mark now. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. We're gonna test the ribs out to see how close they are to being done. So you see I got 2 racks in here. One is the one I'm gonna be doing the Nashville Hot on. It's actually gonna be this rack right here. The other one I'm just gonna put regular barbecue sauce on. That's for my wife and little girl. They're not too big on the, the heat portion. So let's check them. We're gonna use the bend test here. So what you wanna do is just basically grab some tongs and then just see how much they bend. I kind of try to go to the middle a little bit and just see how they bounce. You can see they're splitting a little bit when you do that, but not too much yet. This tells me these need to go for a few more minutes. Another thing we can do is just take a meat probe and then go down between the meat, between the bones, and just see how tender they are. You can see these ones, they're going pretty good. So they don't need too much more time. So like I said, we're at the 3 hour mark now. Probably gonna let them go for maybe 15 more minutes like this, and then we're gonna go ahead and sauce them up. So I don't want them to get overdone. I do not want these falling apart. I know some people like the fall apart ribs, and if that's what you like, then go ahead and cook them that way. Just cook them longer until they start doing that. But I want a little bit of a bite. So we're gonna go 15 more minutes, and then we're gonna sauce up. All right, guys, so we're at 3 hours and 15 minutes now. Like I told you, I don't want to overcook these things. So I'm gonna go ahead and start saucing them up, because even when I sauce them, they're going for about another 15-20 minutes. So they're gonna continue to cook. So let's go ahead and get them ready to sauce. I'm gonna do the regular rack first, because I'm using the same brush. That way I don't get the heat all over the other ones. I'm using, for these, I'm just using that same barbecue sauce that we made the Nashville Hot one with. This is just Kinder. It's a very good barbecue sauce. Actually works out really good for my wife because it is gluten-free. We don't have to worry about any of that. So she's going gluten-free right now. Now when I sauce my ribs, I don't put a ton of barbecue sauce on them. Go ahead and get both sides. Another way you can tell they're done, you grab that bone and actually start pulling away. See how it's pulling right there? That's how you know they're getting done. And if they're really done, that bone will come right out. You do want to make sure that when you got the pit barrel open like this, you're working as fast as possible, because this thing is basically climbing, the heat's climbing as we're doing this. Fire's starting to catch. So there's our Nashville Hot. It's pretty thick. Now you saw me add the apple juice to it, and I did add a little bit more water just to thin it down a little bit more because it was getting pretty thick. So if you want it thicker, just leave it there. Or if you want more water, you could add a little bit more barbecue sauce to it too, just to thin it down. Get the backside. All the cayenne and paprika in this really made it super red. All right, I'll get this back on. I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes. And at 20 minutes, we're just gonna call them good and we'll see what we got. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, so here's our final product. We're just at 3 hours and 33 minutes. Pit barrel cooker does an outstanding job. Cooks ribs basically half the time. Everyone doing those 3-2-1, that's a good method too, but I like the way they come out at the 3 hour method. You know, go at 275 for around 3.5 hours. I think they come out perfect for the style rib that I like. See, they have really good color. They're done enough for what I like. So without further ado, let's go ahead and cut one and let's see what they got. So this is the regular rack. No heat back here. And the way I like to cut my ribs, so we're gonna go ahead and flip these over, just so we can see those bones. Get them lined up really good. So we can see those bones. If it seems like I'm shivering out here, it's because it's kind of cold. I wish winter would go away. I'm using my meat sword. People make fun of me, but man, this thing cuts good. Let me go ahead and get some of these out of the center here. When you flip it over and you can see the bones, you can see exactly which way you need to cut. All right, I'm gonna take the one straight out the middle. Now let's see if we can get this. I don't know what that looks like on camera, but they are super juicy. All right, let's go ahead and take a bite of our Nashville Hot smoked ribs. I gotta go back in for another one for that. Man, that's some good flavor right there. And the heat's not like a, you know, you gotta drink something right now heat. It's a very slow heat. It lingers a little bit. Not that bad though. Man, these are good. Have to do these again sometime. It's actually the first time I try this, so you guys I'm experimenting with you. All right, guys, that's it for our Nashville Hot smoked ribs. Hope you give it a try. If you do, let me know below. Let's talk about it. Tell me if you did something different. Tell me if you like what I did. And as always, if you got any questions or comments, go ahead and put them below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And always, holler back.